Visionaries. This is Chris Parr from Miraculous Healing. And thank you for being here today. Here I am today in my living room on this cold winter day. And I want to bring a powerful message to you today. So today's video is how to use the pipeline to clear out the clutter and to rewrite a rewarding, ideal future for us. Right here, right now. So stay tuned. So you can clear the pipeline now and rebuild a future that nourishes and rebuilds the Lord God, Goddess of your being. So be it. So you can create a future that will not be fully yours for decades, but will alter your thoughts, feelings, decisions, and choices for the years to come. You see, the future is wide open. You can create whatever you want to create. It's wide open. You can purposely create all kinds of wonderful futures and lay them out there weeks and months in advance. Can you feel that? Do you know that to be possible? These can be the changes that can begin now. In this expanded moment of now. These are the kind of things to look at, to start playing with now. Okay? Now is a time we can throw away the martyr, the victim, discordant, disagreeing behavior and mindset, and disparaging attitude, tendency to belittle ourselves and others, in our realities. You see, some will convince themselves and try to convince others the world, for some strange reason, has become more frightening than ever before. Because of the potential threat of sabotage and because of the turbulent realities they can create from the future, because of the pipeline of realities already laid there perhaps on a stormy night, laid of depression, laid out a bunch of futures that I never really intended. I was still locked up in my past. I might have been able to circumvent, but hold and behold, here they come down the chute, feeling out of control, and therefore the need to dominate, the need to control, manipulate. So we don't need to escape to self-pity, martyr, victim, blamer, struggler, feeling sorry for ourselves, or self-medicating, hiding away, and our self-sabotage to bring us a sense of temporary peace or euphoria. We can clear out the clutter and rewrite a rewarding future for us, right here, right now. And do you believe? How? By diving into the womb of our shadow, facing our past, loving ourselves, knowing we are valued and needed here, that you have always been enough, and you're worthy, and recreating the futures that nourish and rebuild our soul and us as a whole. So be it. So I learned we can create these experiences called ideal futures. Okay? Futures that may not be able to manifest for decades to come, but you can benefit from them now. How? Metaphorically speaking, we can fill the pipeline with positive, beautiful images, thoughts, and feelings about life. So I asked God, Goddess, to show me of beauty, okay, of glacier peaks and me walking in them, collecting crystals. Yeah, crystal gemstones while breathing and drinking glacier air. Oh, that's something special. And what does it mean? The future is wide open. You can create whatever you want to create here. Okay? It's wide open. You can purposely create all kinds of wonderful futures and lay them out there weeks and months in advance. Okay? Maybe not at first, but in time, your unconscious and your subconscious will get what you're doing. And we'll kind of find that it's fun to do this little Easter egg hunt, Yes, particularly when they know where you hide the future. It's wide open. It also means that all the doom and gloom doesn't have to be. It doesn't matter if predictions were right or not. It doesn't matter how many predictions history has ended. The past doesn't have the impact anymore. You don't have to have any of that reality. You get to write the rules, and you get to decide whether it's going to be a dream or a nightmare, right? Or mediocrity, you know what I mean? So does it take you too long to figure out which answer to choose? I think I'll take a dream. The books that were written no longer apply. The way they worked doesn't have to apply anymore. Therefore, you can create it the way you want it. The slate can be cleaned. Likewise, you can lay the most beautiful and most elegant futures. You can create in the pipeline of ideal futures. Now, they are not outlandish things such as a king or of the world where all of a sudden I'm a trillionaire and got more money than I know the other people in the world. No, that's not what it's going to be. That's not optimal, that's not ideal. That's an eager fantasy. There are ways to create ideal futures that you can lay in the pipeline periodically or purposely, because the future is now creating the present. You truly can walk away from the past. You truly can walk away from the past you're stuck in, taking the treasures and taking the power, the clues, gifts, abilities, and spiritual powers, because they belong to you, and then letting it go. That, along with impactful influence or powerful influence of attention working together, and beyond that, people just, as the dark side can mean greater domination on the light side. You can truly step into that dominion, where you can constantly create with an ability to act. You can co-creating together, side by side, eyeball to eyeball, where you don't have to keep fixing the past, patching it, plugging holes and leaks, and hoping no one notices, but you can turn your full attention to the future, okay? Where there is so much to write, okay? So much to create, so much magic, and so much to change, because you can change the future. Yes, you can. You have the ability. Yes, you do. If you got a past that won't let go, throw it into the future, then change it. There you can do it, but in the past, you won't let yourself. The world can be a friendly place where you can give and you can love, and the elements walk with you, the undine, the gnomes, the sylphs. And you and God, Goddess can walk together, not in the physical sense, but in the true metaphysical sense, to open up that kind of dominion, because the future is creating it. So people, you live in a world created by others for most of your lifetimes. Some of you were who created it, and some of you were those others. But now you have a chance to start new. Boy, if I could just do it all over again, knowing what I know now. You got your wish. Okay? You can do it all over again, knowing what you know now. After all these years, I thought there was no hope for me, no future for me, and that no one really cared about me. I believed there was a write-off, a reject, a nobody, a nothing, a waste of space, worthless, piece of shit, too weak, too scared. So why bother anyways? I was like, let's get this life over with. Who cares about old age? Who cares about family, marriage, kids, life, vacations, house, standing in your power? Who cares about tomorrow anymore anyways? I never had it. I will never have it. So why bother anyways? That was the attitude. I had to decide on my last near-death experience and life review to continue where I was going, to jail, institution, or death, or recreate my future, okay, by rewriting the past. I chose to rewrite my past, and now look at where I am. I went from nowhere to now here, standing in my power, assisting thousands. I'd ask myself after my last life review, what kind of well-being am I going to have at 80? Even though it may be half a century from now, what do I want to look like, feel like, be like, etc. at 80? I started to get this kind of image and feeling inside of my being, and to think about what I would be like at 80. 80. I saw a healthy version of myself in their 80s. At first, this shocked me, and I said, I have not thought or felt like this since I was a kid. It all started to come back to me, who I was and what I was running from. I dove into the womb of my shadow. I remembered by focusing, being, and merging with a healthy, vibrant 80-year-old version, of myself, like quantum jumping, right? I set in motion a defining moment of love that changed my life, changed my focus, changed my world forever. By focusing on my vibrant health at 80, I started to alter my health at my current age. Even though my choices and decisions changed as well, I started to make choices and decisions that not only benefited me in the short run, but in years to come. Before I even knew it, the choices or decisions I was connected to, future, and recreating a healthy, vibrant me. So be it. So this is the kind of the quantum jumping, Bert Goldman talks about this, where you can jump into a parallel universe where you also exist simultaneously, in the future. You then merge with this kind of like successful you, a healthy and vibrant you, and integrating the rhythm, integrating the keys and codes of a successful and healthy you. Then you bring that back, that rhythm, that vibration to this realm, this earth, this 3D world, and then as the days, weeks, years go by, you create that version you merged with at 80 in the future. By the feelings created an action, then the action created a state of being, so be it. Those in their younger years can create what it is going to be like when they are 80. What kind of world are you going to have when you are 80? Are you going to play a victim, martyr, and not make it to 80? Or do you do it but with great pain, sickness, shame, and regret? Or are you going to create an ideal future with peace, spiritual awareness, wisdom, and physical well-being? So be it. So furthermore, you can work with the pipeline, the futures, through meditation. And it's most helpful to find a way to go into the future, to go into the underworld, to go to the causal plane. You can use whatever you like to teleport you. I use a double tetrahedron. It's so powerful. It's so incredibly teleporting from present reality to futures. And in that future, find the pipeline. Maybe it looks like a clear pipe or whatever it looks like to you. But the pipeline of futures. What's coming? What's in the pipeline? I can feel something. I am getting whispers of something, but I can't figure it out. I can ask my higher self, but I think I would rather go look. You see, if you realize, and again, at first, your natural tendency is going to be, it will be somewhat to hesitate. I don't want to see something horrible there. I don't want to see some dread disease or something, or terrible accident, or me in a wheelchair, or something traumatic of that sort, or this sort, So what you see, if you realize, wait a minute, whatever is there, I can change it. But if you realize, wait a minute, whatever is there, I can change. Wouldn't it be better to see an auto accident and change it then, than to not have seen it and manifest it? You see, the short-term gain of it is far outweighed by a long-term reality. Now, that doesn't mean you have to see all dreadful, horrible deaths and destruction. No. Be honest and realize at first it may be, but in time, you get used to it. And as you get working with it, it can work very powerful and very profoundly for you. So to clear the pipeline, as you look into the pipeline and as you sense the pipeline, and you can be very specific. I am involved in this relationship with this person. I am seeing trouble. There is a difficulty. We are running into an issue after an issue. Let me see what futures are creating there, okay? Let me see what futures are out there. Let me flow into that and let me find the future. Oh gosh, this is the future. 6 months from now. Now I'm going to realize that. I was projecting this. Oh, or was I fearing that? Or was I running away from such and such? Well, I found it now and I could change it. I can change in the pipeline. Once I discover it, allowing the light of Sirius, allowing the goddess, allowing that energy to change, to shift, perhaps through adjusting my chakras, or nudging my resonance, and then changing, but nonetheless changing what's in the pipeline. Similarly, and these can be the changes that can begin now. These are the kind of things to look at, to start playing with now. Practice is over. Everything counts now. History has ended. Everything can be different now. You can clear the pipeline. You can clear it now and rebuild an ideal future, an optimal future that nourishes and rebuilds the Lord God, Goddess of your being. So be it. So what future do you want to create? What kind of issue do you have going on in your life right now that you want to change? Use the double tetrahedron to go into the future and to go to this pipeline and rewrite this future. Something in your past you can't let go of, throw it to the future, then you can change it. Whatever you want to do, you can create any reality you want. There's endless possibilities here. Just open your mind, let go of the past, and jump in with excitement and joy and wonder and glee. And you'll be quite amazed at what you can create for yourself. I have lived on the streets, and now I own my own house. So anything is possible when you jump in the pipeline. Pipeline of dreams, pipeline of optimal futures, a pipeline of my visions that I've always wanted to create for myself. Thank you for listening to me today. And thank you for being here. I hope you learned something from this. I hope that my video can help you in some way create that future that you want to create for yourself. This is Chris Parr, Syrian and Lemurian Wisdoms and Teachings, Galactic Council of Light. Yeah!